Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I am on a mission. I have started going through all my stuff that I have, all my Stampin' Up stuff from the past couple of years. I've been a Stampin' Up demonstrator now for just over 3.5 years, and I thought, well, I'm gathering up a lot of stuff here and I want to start using it up. You're just always excited about the new stuff and you forget what you have. So I've decided I'm going to make little gifts for my customers. I do a lot of personalised cards along with Stampin' Up for people who live local to me. So I'm going to give them a wee gift at the door, and this is what I came up with. I made these wee cute boxes. It's just got a wee lap of ribbon around it. This will just pull out. I don't want to take the ribbon off because I might not get it back in again. And I have these things. I have this stuck on with a sticking dot, which I'll show you anyway, and I have stamped this Just Be You, and these are wee tea light holders that I got out of IKEA years ago. I've gone through my drawers and I found these. I must have about, I'd say, 20 packets of these, and you get 3 in each packet. I've ordered some StazOn in white so that I can do this because you need the StazOn to stamp onto the metal. This one was stamped using the only other StazOn I have. Can't find my black one. I know I have a black one somewhere, but can't find it. So this one's Midnight Blue, and it just looks okay. It looks fine. I'm not a bit worried about it. I put the green candle in, which is Apple, I think it is. And they're also IKEA. And I thought, I've been looking to do something with these for years. As I say, they have been laying. I've tried different things, covering them in decoupage and whatever, but just never was happy with them. And I says, just keep it simple and just do that. Just be you. It's a wee thank you gift. Nothing more, nothing less. They decorated it. Just show you that I put a sticky thing just to hold it nice and secure. The StazOn won't rub off. It's a great thing. I just wanted a wee easy slot in holder. Oops, make sure you get those in. A simple wee box. I'm making a load of these, and I want to use up all my old card stock that I've had for years. This one is, look, what do you call it? I'm after looking at it and I still can't remember. I'm sure some of you is what I had. It's Sure What You Love. It was beautiful designer paper. I have one full sheet left and bits and pieces, which I'm going to make matching cards for, and maybe give some people a thank you card or thank you tag or something. But this is what I want to use. I have a drawer full of lovely smelly candles, and they're just sitting. So if you're like me, let's do it. This is also a retired stamp set. It's Stamping Gala, or Butterfly Gala, sorry. So I'm just using one of the butterflies, but use anything. Use whatever you have in your stash. Go with me and get rid of all this stuff that's lying about not getting used. Before you go and treat yourself to new stuff, at least use some. This is a very old ribbon that I used, but matches, looks like old olive to leaf. Oh, there's a wee fly. So I have number 2 done, and the next one that I moved on to is this colour from the same stamp set, and I'm going to keep this colour as the outside. So if you want to join me and get your bits of card, let's do it. You need a piece 8.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch long by 3 6/8 wide. So not too much. So you get a couple of those out of your A4 sheet, or any scraps that are 8.5 long, you'll be set. Excuse me. So put the long side in first and go to, I need to move my measurements over, I can hardly see them from there. So scored at 2 6/8. 4, 5, 6. 3.5. 6 2/8. And 7 inches. That's right, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, just checking my measurements there. I've changed it 18 times to make it a nice snug fit. So in this section, you want to score down at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just spin it around and do the same again. 6. 6/8. And that's as simple as it is. So you just want to do a wee bit of scoring and cutting. And say if you don't have, I'm just going to try it when you're here to see if the bigger candles will fit in. That might, you know. I'm going to open it for you and try it. I'll fix this back later. A snug fit. It'll hold a larger candle. I think it's a 2-inch one, isn't it? They're also out of IKEA, but you get them everywhere. Like, sorry, it's 2 1/4 inches, which is exactly what that is. So that should, if you haven't got these wee holders, obviously you might not have, go for the same measurements and pop one of these in. Same wee thing. So might be of a bit of use to you. So I'm going to do my scoring first. This is out of the same pack, and unfortunately I do like the outside, but it's running the wrong way from the scrap that I have left, so I'm going to go this way. But I mean, if you're very good and have used up all your scraps, then crack into your lovely new packets of card or paper and have a wee go. Candles are always a lovely wee gift, easy wee gift, where people won't feel obliged to give you anything back or anything. They'll just be able to say thanks very much, and that's it. So now we need to do a bit of cutting. Sorry again, I'm going to move craft rooms, which is one of the reasons why I'm going through all my stuff and getting it changed. So that I've less to bring down, I'm going to a smaller craft room. I want this one back into a wee single bedroom for the grandkids to stay over. So that's what we're at. Right, so we're doing a bit of cutting. Sorry, I'm talking to you, but I'm not telling you what I'm doing. Those first wee score lines you can see here, this is for the shape of your candle box. We're cutting into these and into this one. If you can see it, it's so hard to see. This light is wicked. So I'm hoping in that other room it's north facing, so I won't get this bright sunshiny light coming out. The blinds closed and everything, but oh, it's just driving me nuts. I have no patience left for it. So do the same, the opposite side. I can't even see it, and I'm close up to it here, so I don't know how the heck you're supposed to see it. Any help at all? One line there, one line there. So up to that wee 6/8 inch score line and cut in. Some of those are going into my bin, others are not. So we're going to do the same up here. Only with this one, we can actually cut into this one at a slant because it's sort of behind the box where we're going. So cut in there and cut in there. So you're cutting out a right good triangle there for these folds. This one you can cut in again to that, and then we're going to cut right up this fold here, right along here. And we're just going to do the exact same on the other side. So we've done all the cuts, and this is what it leaves you with. I have chopped these in. You don't need a big long one there. And this one I have chopped in right with it, and then also brought it in a wee bit more sideways. So we'll do the same to this side just to show you what I mean. These are the ones that are going to tuck in, and you don't want it to be too broad and catching on your box. So just get them a snip from that corner to that corner, so you've only a wee bit. Get rid of this. Now you want to add a wee shape here, well, to make it easier. Just so on the one that has no fold over, just this straight edge, go in with, this is a 1.5 inch, but it doesn't really matter what size. Just choose what you have in your stash and go with that. Just balance it so it's centered there. And then we're going to make up this box. So we're going to start with the back end. Yeah, we want that to sit so there's a good straight back on it. And then we want those front bits where you've cut your wee curve. You want them to be folding so they're covering anything, and it's all to the back so you'll not notice it. So put your bit of glue here. I'm using Collall glue for this, which is nearly done. which is probably a blessing for me because I end up with too much of this stuff if I don't do it carefully. Just a wee smothering, and actually bring your box up this way so that these pieces stand flat on your desk, on your workspace, and that keeps it all at a good wee angle. Same on both sides. So you're left with a nice wee shape there for your doodah. So then put your glue on these flaps, if you can see them, the inside there and there. Excuse me, and join them up. Again, not too much. I haven't made a box in what seems like ages. I've been doing cards with Kendra's Card Challenge, and it's my term now that it's finished, so I'm moving on to other wee things that I had on the list. So just join those up nice and carefully, again making sure that your box is at a nice wee angle when you're happy with it. Now, we want to corner those off. I think it just gives them a nicer wee finish, which is your closure. So just pop them into whatever corner rounding tool you happen to have. And these will fold in, and this will go down here like so. So just make sure you keep those wee rascals in. And that is your box more or less finished. But I want to show you how I go about stamping this other. So I'll show you the white one some other, the black one some other day. So when I get my nice, see they're a bit dusty, honestly. Dust them off because the sticky dot won't catch on it. They really are old. They were in a sale, and there was a whole batch, and I think they were £1 or something for the packet. So I just bought a big load of them, and I was really pleased with myself. So I have 2 candles that would go with this. One is apple and cinnamon, and this one is pink lemonade. So I think I'll go with a pink lemonade. It's really, really nice. I haven't much of a smell from my nose. Unfortunately, I lost my smell years ago. My scent of smell, I should say. So I'm going to stick the big sticky dot onto the bottom of your candle, just to keep it in place while it's inside the box. Just pop it in, give it a wee press. So we want to stamp at the top of this. And I said I'm using StazOn, and the sentiment is from a lovely wee set, which I will show you now if I have it. Yeah, this one here, One Happy Family, which I bought to go along with that other lovely wee baby outfits one. And it has loads of sentiments for lots of things, not just for babies, but a lot of them are for babies and pregnancy and things like that. Like lots of luck, not that you need it, pregnancy, celebrating you, happy birthday, keep up the good work. There's lots there. I thought just be you was a nice wee thing to say to somebody without being too deep or condescending or anything at all. You know, I mean, I do these cards for people, but some of them I've known for 20 odd years. Others are new to me, you know, so I don't want to be, you know, in their faces, like pretending I know them when I don't know them kind of thing. So just be you, I thought was just nice and simple. So be careful when you're pressing down onto that. Just you want to go down and back up, no skidding about. And it does really dry very, very quickly. And it gives that nice wee finish that I was trying to get for years and simply didn't think of using. StazOn. Silly me, huh? So that just slides inside. Close that up. And then you want to get your nice ribbon. And one I'm using is a lovely one. I'm not sure. It was available in the sale end for ages and ages, but I'm not sure if it's still there. It's Rich Raspberry Velvet Ribbon, and it is gorgeous. And you could have got it for a couple of quid in the sale, so it's worth your while checking out Stampin' Up sale. If you're not happy about paying full price with them, you know, get yourself a wee deal. I might not, I'll just wrap this around once because it is kind of thick, isn't it? I'm not going to tie a bow either. I'm just going to tie a knot. Cheating, but It'll make my life easier. It will have to be a double knot, of course, but I wouldn't be too confident about tying velvet ribbon. So it still looks lovely, doesn't it? Where's my scissors? So I'm just going to chop this off so we're left with a wee bit at either side. So it's not too skimpy or tight looking. That's fair enough, isn't it? I'm happy enough with that. It is beautiful ribbon and I've not got a lot of it left, but I should have enough to finish what papers I have left. So now we want to decorate this, and where do we go from here? We'll start with our butterfly, and I just do it in the matching colours. I'm not going to go too far. This is as close a matching colour I have, Berry Bliss. I don't even know if it's still on the go. It is a bit darker than, and I've had it sitting upside down, so maybe it's too dark now. But we'll see. Just match yourself up with all the colours. It's a bit dark, but I think it'll pop. You know, something I'm thinking. Well, I might go actually a nice light pink colour to match the. Yes, I've made my mind up. That's what I'm going to do. So let's see what we can come up with. We have, oh, polished pink. Maybe. I'm going to go with it and see what it looks like. What do you think? One of the new colours, and I don't want to be wasting it. When I have it there, it could be nice enough. We'll try it in the back of this. Actually, it's not bad at all. I think I'm going to go with it. So we'll go to the other end. Stamp it. We're going to go back in now and do the body in the same colour. And then we're just going to punch that out with, if you have the matching punch. If you haven't, it is as easy as pie to cut round it with your scissors. You really don't need the punch, so don't sweat it. If you haven't got it, just cut around it, leaving a wee bit of white the whole way around and covered in ink. Now, just line it up. By the time I line this up, you could have yours cut out. Now, you have a wee bit of paper left. Use that for your sentiment, which is out of, what is it out of? It's out of this wee set. The one I've been playing with this past few weeks, making my Christmas cards for Candace Challenge. It has a lovely wee thing there, lots of thanks, which is just perfect wee size and very easy to cut round as well. So just load it up with the ink and use that wee scrap of paper that you have. Just use the edge to line you up, and we'll pop this away. So just cut that off and then just cut up or put it through your wee cutter, whatever you do yourself. I never cut these things straight, but nobody's ever said anything, so it's not annoying them, it's not annoying me. And it's as simple as that. Will sit there at the top. And again, I'm just sticking it on flat. So I'll just put a wee tiny slither of this. This looks like it's taking me an age, but I'm doing too much talking. It actually, they're very quick to make. So if you have candles laying around and you want to get them used up before the Christmassy stuff starts, this is a good way to do it. Is that straight? No, it's not, Patricia. That's a bit better, isn't it? And this, we're just going to curl with our scissors. Curl them under. And then bend them back. And then just put your glue along that wee edge there. Now you could put this at a jaunty angle. I just thought it'd look better that way to me, which means nothing to anybody else. I'm in a very chatty mood today, very sorry. Now I think it sits up a wee bit better than going with that dark colour that we were going to use originally. I think it just would have been too dreary, so that has lifted it a wee bit. And then I'm using my chalk, Stampin' Up! Chalk marker to just put a couple of wee feelers in, because I don't want to bother stamping them. And that is me finished. You could put some Wink of Stella to sparkle it up, or just leave it. It's just a wee quick thank you to say thanks to somebody, your neighbours, your class people, if you're making classes with your demonstrator or whatever. It's always nice to give out a wee gift. And look how easy that was to slip that back in there. I'm just so chuffed at myself for remembering I have stays on. Easy place. But there you are. I have three customers' orders going out this week, so that's them fulfilled. And I'm going to keep at it. I'm going to have a load of these sitting because I have a drawer full, an actual drawer full. I must have at least 80 candles, so I really need to use them up. I'll never burn them all in my lifetime. So that's it. I'll have everything that I use down below. I'll have links on my blog, and there'll be a link down below to my blog. And if you make one, let me know. Let me see it, and I'll come and give you some praise. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch us all again later. Bye.